Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have another Project L update today. So this came as a big surprise to me this afternoon, and I'm really excited to check out what they have for us here. I know that they had said that they were going to give us another update before the end of the year, so a lot of people were thinking that it was possible that it could come out at the Game Awards, but you know, Riot likes to do their own thing outside of those shows, so it makes sense that they just kind of dropped it on a random day this week before the Game Awards. So I'm not really sure exactly what they're going to be showing here, but the title of the video is Gameplay Basics and Tag Dev Diary. So I'm assuming that they're going to do some more breakdown of the gameplay. So this isn't necessarily going to be showing off more characters or anything along the lines of what we've had before, so much as a deeper dive into the gameplay itself, which sounds super cool, because one of the questions a lot of people have had, just based on what we've seen so far, is how exactly the tag team element of this game is going to work. So I'm really curious. I hope you guys are too. Let's check out this dev diary together, get a little more insight into Project L. Here we go.
Hi everyone. This is Tom from the Project L team. I'm back with our second promised update this year. Our last two updates focused on the big picture. We're a free-to-play tag team fighter set in the universe of Runeterra. I know at this point you're probably itching for some details. So this time, we're going to send the year off right with a deep dive into some of our core systems.
Let's see.
But first, here's a quick update on Alawi.
That's cool.
We revealed Alawi in our update last August. Back then, Alawi was in the initial DNA phase of development, where designers, narrative writers, and artists explore concepts for the character's visuals, thematics, and overall kit design. Over the past few months, the team has taken Alawi from concept to an early playable form. Alawi is now live in our internal playtest. Look at those tentacles! With this early draft of her model and kit. What you're seeing here is about 30% complete. Right now, the team is focused on fully realizing her combat fantasy as a big body brawler and narrowing in on the mechanics. The tentacles look crazy. Meanwhile, the art team continues to work on her model, animations,
this is cool. I really like being able to see this stuff.
She's still got a lot of work to be done, and that means it's time to talk about our big update for today, Project L's gameplay.
That was cool, though. Get a little tiny glimpse into the creation of characters, moves, and stuff. She looks good. Like, they've definitely made a lot of progress on her.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean Unconquerable Rivera, Game Director and Gameplay Design Lead for Project L, and I'm here to talk you through some of our core gameplay principles. We want to create a game where you can have fun right away, while also rewarding you for the time you spend mastering it. Yeah, this is what they said before. Our dream is making sure our champions have fast, powerful abilities, look really sick while doing them, and are even more powerful when paired with flexible systems. So cool. Gameplay that has quick, fluid movement at its core is extremely important to us. We believe there are a ton of opportunities for player expression and mastery through how you move. In Project L, you can walk, run, dash, chain dash, jump, long jump, and super jump.
Oh my god.
And on top of that, many champions have their own unique air mobility options.
Ari with like dive kicks.
Putting your champ in the right place at the right time is a skill that you can gradually get better at over time.
Oh, look at her. Oh, okay, I already know who one of my characters are.
We also want to incentivize action. This means making sure your offense is rewarding and that your buttons are worth pressing. Plus, we think this makes playing and watching more exciting.
Oh my god, these combos are going to be insane. Echo looks crazy.
We want you to have powerful buttons which are useful in a number of ways, while also giving you the tools you need to defend against them. We have a mix of big, clear defensive options and some more nuanced systems that reward you for reading your opponent's next move.
Interesting.
Those are just some of the basics, but I've still got more to cover today.
We need to hear more about the defense.
We were originally developing Project L to be a 1v1 game where 2 champions enter
and then
one emerges victorious. But around 2 years ago, we made the
pivot
now we're
to a
get
tag some more
team
information on that.
fighter. Our tag systems are deep and flexible.
Oh my god, look at her air combos.
They work in tandem with our champions, allowing 2 champion teams to take down opponents together. We really felt like it gave us more space to create hype moments where our champions could live up to their fantasies. And I mean, who doesn't love a good team fight?
There's certainly some of them. Oh, we're just gonna get to just watch some? Woo! What was that move? Okay, that's cool. The transition when your teammate comes in. What was that? That's cool, and then he was able to basically further use Jinx's bomb. Oh, there's gonna be some crazy setups and combos with your teams. See, this is what they mean by easy to start and then all this depth, right? Because the buttons will be easy to use, so you can start doing cool stuff right away. But to get this,
your main
it's gonna be tough.
Which we'll call your point, and your assist champion can set up some combos using all of our tag systems. But for today, I want to focus on 3 of them: assist actions, handshake tag,
okay, that was what that green burst was.
These names aren't locked,
so 3 different types of ways that you can use tag.
Assist actions are your bread and butter, and each champion has 2
so
they
basic
can perform
assist, like in a Marvel game.
You can even hold the
Skullgirls.
input to get a charge assist.
Charge assist.
Handshake tag lets you immediately swap between your point and assist champions as long as they're both on screen. When combined with assist actions, it also lets you set up some really powerful.
Oh my god! Because then you can tag back and forth if you have enough meter, I assume.
The last tag system I want to talk about today is Dynamic Save, Project L's combo breaker. At the start of each match, you have access to your Dynamic Save ability. Dynamic Save lets you call your assist champion on screen in an attempt to save your point champion. If successful,
that's their combo breaker!
But be careful about timing your dynamic save, because it can be countered if
I like it!
There's still more to uncover about our gameplay, but that's all we're ready to share for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll hand things back to Tom to say goodbye.
Thanks, Sean. We're pretty pumped about how things are coming together, and I hope you are too. As always, let us know what you think. Also, thanks to all the tournament organizers who met with us at EVO last summer to share your thoughts, feelings, and hopes for Project L's
really cool that they're doing
competitive
this.
scene. We're making this game with you in mind, and we want to empower you to keep pushing our community forward.
And the growth of the project.
Finally, for those of you out there looking to get into fighting games for the first time, try finding a local scene in your area. Fighting games, like most things, are way better when they're enjoyed with friends. FGC folks, help the new folks out by sharing your links in the comments. Thanks so much for everything, and stay tuned for more next year.
Okay, so that was the Dev Diary with gameplay basics and tag broken down a little bit more. Everything that I'm seeing so far looks great to me. I have to be honest, I know that there's a lot of people out there that have been concerned and are in general concerned about what they view as the simplifying of a lot of fighting games, and people were worried about that with this because of course part of the goal here is to appeal to people that aren't like traditionally fighting game players that maybe want to come in because of the characters, because of the world that it's a part of. And the idea here is that the mechanics allow you to get into a lot of depth, even though the actual execution might not be as physically difficult or complicated as some other and older fighting games. And it's a fine balance to find something that satisfies everyone, right? But it looks like they are spending a ton of time trying to get there. And I think from what we've seen here, it's a good example of how they're trying to do that. So even though, as they said, it might be easy for people to get into it at first and actually execute something, because the actual button execution might not be totally insane complicated like you'd find in some other games, you can see just from this short video like how much depth there's going to be involved in this. Between the combo system and the tag system and the different ways that you can utilize the tag system. The combos, even the combos with just one character comboing that they showed looked insane. And then when you add in their tag team partner, it gets even crazier, because you of course have to think about the fact that there will be unique combos that are specific to individual teams paired together, so that you might be able to get a combo with Ari and Echo that you could not get with Ari and Jinx, possibly. So I don't know about that for certain, but I'm assuming that's going to be the case. So there's one level of that right there. And then there's also the ways that you can tag that are different. So you could just utilize the assists, or you could do that handshake thing that they talked about. I want to hear more about that, because from what we saw there, it looked as though you could bring in your second character on an assist, then do a handshake when they were out there. So you basically tagged off to them. So say you were starting with Echo, you bring Ari on, and then you tag her, so then you're controlling her, and that she ends up, you know, doing some moves. But then you tag Echo like right back before he goes off screen, and then he was doing moves again, and then Ari was doing moves. I don't know. So it looks like maybe you could tag, if you do it quick enough and in the right order, that maybe you could do that multiple times when they're out there. And I'm assuming that's also going to be something to do with the amount of meter that you have, whether you can do that or not. But all of that means that there's a ton of really complicated stuff that you can end up doing. And then we have the kind of combo breaker of the game, as they said, being a tag mechanic. And I think that's definitely an interesting way of doing it too. I like that they're really trying to emphasize for us here that if you do it at the wrong spot, there will be negative consequences, and that there will be an ability to punish, so that you know it's not just going to be like a simple get out of jail free card. If you have meter, you can tag in your teammate and just get yourself out of any big combo that your opponent has set up. No, there's going to be certain times that it works and certain times that it's a really bad idea. So all of these things, the actual mechanics that they're describing, do paint a picture of a game that's going to take a lot of thought and effort in order to actually master, even though you can get into it fairly quickly right off the bat. So that's what we're hoping for, right? That's the idea, the best of both worlds idea. So we've only seen a little bit, so you can't really say for certain that they're going to succeed in their goal, but so far it looks really great to me. I'm really excited. I would like to get my hands on this. I would really like to play. So far, Ari is the character for me, but that's probably not a surprise if you're not new to the channel. But I can't wait to see who else is going to be on the roster as well. I'm just really hyped for this game, and it continues. It just looks beautiful. Everything about it looks beautiful. So I'm really excited from everything they showed here today, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts about the gameplay that we've seen? Thoughts about the visuals? Just anything that you want to comment on, please do let me know. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.